surprise release with no promo. It was only on Apple Music the first day. It just went up on Spotify 9 days ago. We don't hear about the streams. This song wasn't put no billboard, nothing like that.
Shit gonna get uglier than Ken Barbie.
Bitches huffy and now I'm leaving with thousands. You bitches do what I do and can get couch in your houses. I know that you see me grinning, you see the money I make on my pitch every day while my dick out your face.
When my time is over, y'all will see when my time is over. My numbers will be going down. I'm not gonna be on the charts. People will stop on me. You'll see it.
Okay, loves, welcome back to ExoticTeaBlog. I'm back with another video. Before we get into this one, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so every single time I post you to be notified. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and I love you. Returning subscribers, y'all should keep doing each for me. I also love you guys so. And we've got a lot to discuss on this video, so y'all better get your cups ready, sit tight, because it's about to get messy and shady. Now, before we get into today's topics, I would love to encourage y'all to follow our official Twitch account at ExoticTeaBlog. We would soon be going live on Twitch and alone. Y'all would love to be there, so follow up. Link in description. Now, on this video, we've got lots of topics to discuss. Academics has come out to clock the tea that the new RICO lawsuit that's about to come out behind payola and Barton industry involved in Drake's case. Okay, so we are going to get into that. Also, Young Thug apologized to Drake, Mariah the Scientist, Little Baby, and so on and so forth. And Glorilla did put out a diss track dissing Young Thug, Mariah the Scientist, and clowning the both of them. We are going to get into that. And Nicki Minaj's alleged surprise album drop. We are going to get into that. Okay, there's a lot going on, so y'all better sit tight and make sure you smash that like button right now. Smash it. Anyway, y'all, let's start up with Glorilla. A few weeks ago, the phone call was leaked and exposed that Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist did call Glorilla ugly. Okay, which Glorilla took to Twitter and she tweeted. The tweet went viral. She called out Young Thug, saying that he was asking to see her eye or saying her eyes was beautiful or something like that. Young Thug did retweet and he said that he was sorry about that. He didn't mean any harm to Glo when he said she was ugly and stuff like that. But Glorilla looks like she already calmed the fuck down, but she went in the studio and this is what she produced.
Mariah, you don't get away to bring out motherfucking Tweety Bird looking at her. I just found a clue looking at bitch. Sexy Winnie the Pooh looking at bitch. Burning blue. She that nigga burning you looking at bitch. Them all Scooby Doo looking at bitch. Anchor on the nerves looking at bitch. You don't think she care looking at bitch. Only if you knew looking at bitch. Birdie and a freak looking at bitch. Brain size of a pea looking at bitch. I don't care if he cheat looking at bitch. Long as he come on to me looking at bitch.
Now, Glorilla, this is a mess, no shade. Okay, donkey of the day to you. This track was yucky and ugly as fuck. I don't know why she decided to put out a diss track by getting everybody wants their little diss track moment. Everybody wants their little Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj moment. Everybody wants their Drake and Kendrick moment. But that sounded a mess. Okay, and then this is who Charlemagne the ugly bald said they could go 20 for 20 with Nicki Minaj. This is just so embarrassing. Okay, this is so embarrassing. Glorilla, you got received donkey of the day, and she was taking shots at Mariah the Scientist, bringing up Burning Blue and whatever she was bringing on. But she sounded a mess. She sounded offbeat. That was just a chop. Okay, Glorilla, that was a fucking mess. And I don't know if y'all have listened to the food thing, but you don't just have to listen to it. It sounds a fucking mess. Okay, Glorilla cannot rap. She cannot stay on the beat. She be struggling on the beat. And she sounds like a fucking dude. So I don't know what she thought that diss track was going to do, but it ain't doing what she think it was going to do. Okay, then doing what what she thought it was going to do. She hasn't released this on official platforms, but she leaked it on Twitter, and she thought it was going to gag the internet, only for her to get clowned. That sounds a fucking mess. Okay, donkey of the day goes to Glorilla and her producer. But anyways, child, Young Thug has now come out on Twitter to deny that in fact all them calls that was leaked, all the jail calls that was leaked was AI. He said AI jail calls is crazy. Now, Young Thug, you guys see donkey of the day. I don't believe this too. Okay, I don't believe this fucking lie. The leaked call wasn't AI. Y'all trying to blame everything on AI. Y'all trying to blame everything on fucking AI. You was the one talking. You fucking rap. I don't necessarily fuck with those male rappers, but when they get caught, they be acting all tough, but when they get caught, they trying to blame AI. This is a mess. Okay, this is a fucking mess. Young Thuggy said it. You should stand on business. But I get it. Okay, he's scared. The industry, nobody's fucking with him no more. That's why he's trying to blame it on AI. Talk about some AI jail calls. It's crazy. No. You was busy talking and talking and talking, and now you got exposed. You're looking a fucking fool. He decided to apologize to, like I said, Mariah the Scientist, Drake, Little Baby, Future, 21 Savage, Gucci Mane, and more in his new song Man I Miss My Dogs. Okay, now he has announced an album coming on the 19th, same day as the Industrial Plastic Bag. So which one would you all be supporting? I ain't supporting none of them, but Young Thug only apologizing to these people, say they could help promote his album and the general probably could see him as something, but sadly this album is gonna flop like Cardi B's album, no shade. So Young Thug, donkey of the day to you. Okay, this is embarrassing. You must be hallucinating, because I don't think the general probably really fucking with you, and even the ninjas in the industry, they not fucking with you no more. So pipe the fuck down, sit the fuck down. Nobody gives a fuck about you. And the new song Man I Miss My Dog, that's like 7 minutes long and it's trash. Okay, so go to hell. Anyways, y'all, an affiliate of Little Baby is saying Little Baby retired. Baby retiring from music, this is crazy. Now, who gives a fuck about the mumbling rapper? Like, the autotune rappers, who gives a fuck about Little Baby don't fall off. Like, nobody really cares about him. His last hit, okay, was the Central C collaboration band for Being. That was the last time Little Baby was hurt. So I don't know why we should be, oh my god, Little Baby don't retire from, nobody gives a fuck about Baby retiring from rap. I'm sorry. I just gotta keep it a buck with you. Okay, if you're delusional, you're delusional. Nobody gives a fuck about Little Baby retiring from rap. That's his fucking career. Nobody gives a fuck about his career right now. Okay, before he used to be hot. Right now, Little Baby is not even cold. He's down for it. Okay, he's down for it. Just like Cardi B's flushing ass career down the toilet. We don't give a fuck about that. Anyways, moving on from that, there has now been speculation that Nicki Minaj's silence has been so loud, meaning she might have a surprise drop coming. Okay, now the only Nicki Minaj release that we have so far tried to clear is the is the song that she's allegedly supposed to be featured on Drake's album, but allegedly, okay, Nicki Minaj has been so silent working on an album, and she's about to do a surprise drop. Now, a lot of delusional gang on Twitter are coming on here to say, oh, she wants to drop the same day Cardi B's dropping, so she's going to steal the spotlight. Oh, she's going to... I don't think that's what Nicki's gonna do. She probably has something that she's working on, and she has a surprise drop coming. But she's smart enough to drop same day as Cardi B, because she knows the internet. Okay, she knows the internet. Y'all gonna rush and support the Industrial Plastic Bag, no matter how trashy and weak ass her songs or her album is going to sound. Y'all gonna support it over Nicki. Y'all gonna want to do it like, oh, Nicki's flopping. She knows better. So I would love Nicki, whatever she's got going on and whatever she's got planned out, she should do it, or she should drop it when the girl has dropped. Okay, when that first week sales is out and how she flopped, then we can do our shit. That's what I would say. Okay, that's what I would say. I don't give a fuck about Cardi B dropping and Nicki dropping same day. Nicki's obviously going to outshine her, but we know that the payola Atlantic Records is going to invest. If Nicki dropping same day, it's going to be crazy. Okay, that payola there was no wanting to give her. They will give her because Nicki Minaj is dropping. So that's that. Nicki knows better. We saw what Nicki did with Queen album. Queen album dropped hours before the tracking time was over, and she did like 185K first week. Okay, so I mean, she has that power. Cardi B, on the other hand, she don't got stop her. That's why she got to go outside the streets creating content, like she a content creator and not a musician. She got to put out several vinyls, several box sets, several CDs, so she can at least sell this album. Okay, she got to do all of that. She literally got to do all of that. But she's not fooling me. She's not fooling nobody. The fans are not buying. That's why she's putting in much effort and putting out more vinyls and more vinyl covers. She's trying to steal the Nicki and Tay cheat code. By the end of the day, when she's doing this, we all know she's desperate. She cannot sell that album. Atlantic because it's not ready to give her no payola. That's why she put out several versions. If the album was really selling like she claimed it's selling, she wouldn't put out more versions and more covers. Okay, this shows how desperate she is. And right now, she's planning a little BBQ tour and going around forcing fans to buy the album. Hopefully, Billboard sees that this bitch is doing the same thing they took away 100K sales off of Nicki Minaj. Okay? But anyways, y'all, what y'all think about that? Let me know down below in the comments. Do you feel like Nicki Minaj will be dropping same day as the industrial plastic bag, which I said is not going to happen? Let me know your thoughts and opinion down below in the comments. Now, finally, academics responded and reacted to Rory and Maury podcast when they talked about the RICO charges about payola boards and whatever going on in the industry that's about to come out. And this has been a huge topic on social media. And academics said that it's going to involve the Drake case. That Drake has finally opened these legal people eyes to see that there's a lot of crazy things happening in the music industry when it comes to malicious streams, manipulation, and all of that. He's claiming that Drake was the one that broke this out to them. Okay, so would you guys be F for that? Let me know down below in the comments. Do you guys believe it's to all thanks to Drake? Let me know, but I'm gonna let y'all listen to what academics had to say. So y'all gonna put your thoughts and your opinion down below in the comments, and also put your thoughts and your opinion about all the topics we discussed on this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and that's all I got for you guys on this one. Thanks for watching. Let's quickly get into this.
Not only just doing payola, which for those people that don't know, payola is when companies or people will pay DJs or radio executives, or shit, they can pay the janitor at the radio station, give them money so that someone can play a record. Now, payola's been around since the inception of radio. That's why it's illegal, because they had to monitor it. We've known that's been going on. The bigger part of this radio RICO shit is the money laundering portion of it, which is an extreme version of what payola would be. Funneling a bunch of money into radio so a record can continue to play, yes, payola. But then when the radio station is setting the price higher than anyone else to funnel it back to the label, now you are, by definition, laundering money.
Right.
You're putting money out, it's getting clean, no taxes there, and then it's coming back to you as a profit.
Yeah.
That is money laundering.
Absolutely.
So yeah, this isn't just low like, yo, a DJ, some guy from East New York was hanging outside the Hot 97 office with a brown paper bag and was like, yo, my man's rap, here's 20K.
No, this is not
it's not Hove, Dame, and your brother giving Flex champagne baskets or everyone at the radio station.
Right.
It's not labels paying for DJ crews to go to the Caribbean. This is legitimately a RICO money laundering situation between the three major labels and the biggest radio conglomerate in the world, plus MS, plus any other radio station across the country.
Right.
And guys,
I said, so do you understand the red button a little more now?
Oh, Drake's lawsuit certainly added to this.
Okay.
Significantly. From my understanding, it was in play already, but with the lawsuit and people having to now show and reveal things because of the lawsuit, it certainly didn't help the labels or IR. So,
all right, man. This albino boy need to shut his fucking trap. He's capping. Listen, this is why I hate speaking on these things, because, you know, Drake fans want me to give them the narrative that they could repost me a million times. I don't give a fuck if y'all repost me. I'm just going to be honest with what I think is the truth. The truth is this. This radio RICO got nothing to do with Drake. Nothing. Okay? Now, has Drake's lawsuit made more eyes look at entities that are either fabricating, forcing, or allowing paid shit? Yes. Okay? But is it because, here's the thing, Drake is one of the most beloved artists that gets the most play historically over the last 15 years on radio. Y'all can't sit here, and I know this is a Drake fans like fallacy here. We can't sit here and say the radio is catching a Rico when the most artists they've played is Drake. So basically, you're hurting your own point by saying they're getting Rico'd. So they got paid to play Drake. No, but you don't believe that, right? So the point is this. They're not doing it for Drake. Because Drake, unless Drake's an idiot, he wouldn't want the radio to get Rico'd. And also, his plight isn't with radio, it's with bots, which is streaming. His plight is streaming. His fight is streaming, actually. Not plight, straight. Fight. His fight is with streaming. This idea of a red button, I think, honestly, and with all due respect to everybody involved, Mealy Mall, even with all due respect to my guy, What's the Dirt, I don't think there's a fucking red button. There's no red button to press. Drake is suing his label, and Drake also believed that streaming companies that he helped build are playing games with him at this point. I think those two things have valid points if he's going to try to pursue it legally. I think not defamation. I think defamation should go towards Kendrick. I've always said this. Sue Kendrick for defamation. You could sue UMG for illegal business practices if you feel they devalued you to offer you less money. That's valid. And if you want to get at the DSPs about you feeling like they're doing unfair shit as well, cool. When did we ever start talking about radio? When did radio start mattering? Drake fans, with all due respect, let's stay in reality. Don't get to K-Bot land, okay? Drake, nobody thinks that the reason why Not Like Us popped off was because of radio. I've never even heard it on the radio. Honestly, I don't listen to radio. So let's not try to grasp for straws and grab a fake win by just claiming that, oh no, the Radio Rico is coming because Drake pressed the red button. Drake wasn't even on beefing with radio. Drake hasn't given a fuck about radio. You know what Drake cares about? Is the places he goes to. Streams, streamers. Yes, I think he believes that Kendrick used bots on stream. But let's not claim any legal action about it happen is Drake influence or that's Drake pushing the button. Let's relax. Radio been corrupt for a while. There seems to be trying to start some crackdown. If you want to give Drake the visibility or the credit of maybe raising visibility among these issues, I guess so. But if you think this is directly related to or Drake is forcing the hand of the federal government to investigate radio, I think you're full of shit and I think you're delusional and I think you're dumb. If you believe Drake's lawsuit is the reason this is happening, I think you're stupid. I'm sorry. Also, the most played artist on urban radio for the last 15 years, add them all up, is going to be Drake. So yeah, I just want to say this to Drake fans. I got to find an argument that is waterproof. This is not waterproof. This has a lot of holes. Nah, Drake pressed the red button. And Mealy Mall, like, you even saying this, like, they're looking at you as a credible source for Drake now. You even saying this bullshit is the reason why some of this shit exists. Like, come on, dog. Come on, bro. And even then, you wouldn't even want to, like, I know Drake ain't a street rapper, but Drake don't like nobody say he's telling. That would be telling. Oh, Drake told the feds to go run up in these buildings. Huh? But even, bro, this is like so much mental gymnastics. This got nothing to do with motherfucking Drake. Maybe Drake sued Spotify. Maybe Drake sued Apple Music. But Drake's been told about streams. He ain't never been told about radio play. Now, granted, is it probably part of a silent play? Maybe, because he's getting robbed from number ones by not having airplay recently. And I ain't gonna lie, he hasn't gotten mad airplay recently. He hasn't. I don't know why. But I thought it was because he was focused on streaming. Drake doesn't use a team. Drake just drops music. So yeah, he gets the streams. But to get a number one record, you're gonna have to hire a radio team to work the record. He doesn't do it no more. That's why his records don't get a lot of airplay. And radio's been pay to play for a while. So when you stop paying radio, they're like, all right, we'll play you sometimes, but not all the time. Somebody said, I'm flipping on Drizzy. No, I'm not. Drake never said, this is the red button. Drake never said, I am gonna influence a radio Rico. It's y'all fans that are saying it. Y'all fans are coming up with theories to support these kind of cuckoo, and y'all do it on both sides, Drake and Kendrick, cuckoo agendas, thinking that everything has to do with Drake. No, it don't. Radio been corrupt. However, an argument could be made through his corruption, it's only helped Drake, not hurt him. Helped him, not hurt him. So what are we talking about? Again, look at the lawsuit. The lawsuit talks about mainly streaming. Now it does talk somewhat about radio play. And yes, he did subpoena or try to subpoena iHeart. But generally his beef is with bots. Drake's beef is you allowed a song to go out that defamed me. Y'all all promoted it. And then these people have been allowing bots. We're not talking about radio stations. I'm on Team Kendrick. Bro, I'm called on Team Truth. I done told y'all. Kendrick does a lot of the shit that Drake does. Like why y'all act? There's no good and bad. Like, what's up with y'all? It's about K-Bot getting unusual plays? Huh? Honestly, I think the radio stuff, I think it stems from not even Power 105. I think it stems from what I've heard. It stems from a non-hip-hop station. Also, there was raids of Spotify, I believe. But I think it was overseas. And apparently that came from some country music shit. It's like country music people are... like, they claim that there was people getting paid. So that got nothing to do with Drake. Where is it at? Was it Spotify? Was it Spotify? Okay, here we go. There was a poll-in, there was a probe from Spotify, and it was really because they were saying people could pay for their playlist, something that they actually deny. But they said that it would examine if it violated Turkish law by engaging in practice that complicate the operation of its rivals. And then there's another thing. Let me see. Drake fans, trust me, I'm one of y'all. I'm trying to give y'all every grace in the book.